Hello, my name is Wenping. As you might be aware, the Black Hat Asia 2025 has recently been concluded here in Singapore. It was an honor to be invited as a speaker as part of a panel session with TikTok and HackerOne, the three perspectives on bug bounty program success. As an information security professional, I've attended multiple security conferences over the years. It feels like a normal thing to be sitting in front of a stage and watching fellow security professionals share their insights. I am not a big fan of public speaking, so going up there and give a sharing myself is never in my to-do list. It was until recently when HackerOne approached me to participate in this panel session. This panel session will be attended by many of the current and prospective customers who are interested in running a successful bug bounty program. In case you don't know, the bug reports that were submitted to any bug bounty platforms are usually very professional. The report will only talk about the specific bug that is being reported. There is no way to provide any feedback to the program. Sure, some platforms do have a feedback form, but it is unclear whether anyone ever reads it. So to speak, opportunity like this is quite rare. So I agreed to be part of this panel session, and the plan is to have fun, meet people, and share some insights. Hopefully, they are useful to you. For memory and for sharing purposes, here are the main parts that I was speaking during the panel session. Please note that the recording footage is the courtesy of the Black Hat Asia 2025 team.
Tell us a bit more about what first got you into hacking. What excites you about hacking?
What got me into hacking is my curiosity, because I'm always very curious. I'm a very curious person. I'm always interested in how things works. How does the thing around us works? I have a strong interest in applications, specifically websites or mobile apps, that kind of things. Because I feel that everything around us is there's applications. Like even Black Hat event have a mobile app. I'm not sure you all install it already or not. Yeah, so I feel that being curious is something that is very important for a hacker, because you will be spending, like, at least for me, I spend a lot of countless hours and sleepless nights to research and to study about different security vulnerabilities, different software, or like to deep dive into an application. So I feel that what excites me the most is when I'm able to put in all this after all the hours being put in, I'm able to apply what I learned from the research and stuff into a real life application, like not a sandbox or not a lab, but a real life application. And I got this opportunity from bug bounty programs that I can hack legally. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on collaboration? Have you been able to collaborate with other researchers? Do you work closely with other researchers on, say, some of the hacking events, or working on programs with other researchers?
Oh yes, I attended one of the live hacking events last year with Salesforce, and I had the opportunity to work together closely with some of the top hackers in the world. Yeah, that was a very fascinating experience. The bug they find and they share is like crazy.
Absolutely. So that actually leads us really nicely onto, I'd love to learn a bit more from you about what makes a good bug bounty program from your perspective. What are the things that attracts you to work with a program or a company? What are the things that keep you around, keep you invested and engaged, and drive that curiosity for you working with an organization?
I think for most people, it will be the scope, the program scope, and the rewards. Okay, the scope, whether there's a large amount of assets available for testing, and is there a wildcard where you can do enumeration and find more things to test? And then for rewards, is it a very high amount of bounty? Is the program very generous in giving rewards? These kind of things. But for me, I look at it differently. I feel that for me, I look at response time and whether the amount of information that they provide in the program policy. So response times is more of like if a program is very slow in responding to your reports, then the chance that they will engage with you in a discussion about a vulnerability is very low. I have some personal experience whereby after I submit a report, I wait for 2 weeks. Then every time the subsequent reply from the team is every 2 weeks, even though I replied within a few hours. So I feel that this is not a kind of things that I like to participate in a bug bounty program. It feels like a snail mail when I send out a mail as a kid. The other thing is the information they provide in the program policy. I feel that for programs that really want you to be successful in the program, which is what a lot of programs they actually want when they invest in it, they want you to have valid bugs. So they provide you with information. That kind of program is what I want to participate in. So if you compare two programs, one is they have very large scope, they have very high bounty, they let you self-sign up to participate in the program, and then the rest is just generic information. This is program one. So program two, lower bounty amount, lesser scope, maybe only 3 URLs, but they provide a lot of details in the program policy. They have description about the assets, the products that is available, what they care about, what they want you to find. They provide a treasure map for software. They also provide you with a test environment instead of production. They give you test environment, give you test account. They want you to find bug for them. But lesser scope and lesser bounty amount, do you want to test that? For me, I will go for the second program.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. On the opposite side, what puts you off participating with a program and with a company?
I feel that I have been bug hunting for 8 years. So something that really made me feel frustrating about programs is the lack of transparency. Like some programs are not being very transparent. Like for example, some programs they will close your report as internal duplicate, which in other words it means that after you submit the report, they tell you we already know this issue internally, but no, I'm not going to tell you when, or I'm not going to tell you we really know or not. So the kind of things. So I feel that it's not being very transparent in this case, because there is some study, or rather some people have written some guidelines to follow. It's more of like a community guideline, whereby if you want to close a report as internal duplicate and not reward the hacker, you should at least provide a screenshot of your Jira ticket or anything that you use to track the bug. You can redact all the sensitive information. Just leave the name of the bug and the timestamp, so that the hacker, as any hacker, will know that no organizations will specially create a fake screenshot just to cheat your bounty. So I feel that it makes sense, but not all companies are following this. So these kind of things will put me off. Another type of program that I will try to avoid is programs that will reduce the CVSS of your report. So the CVSS risk rating will determine the amount of reward you will be getting. But some programs will tend to reduce it without a reason. So they will, if you try to clarify, they will ask you to respect that decision, or they will tell you that it's a business decision. Like, so being professional, we also have to stop there and move on.
We're obviously speaking about some top tier engagements here with a live hacking event, but outside of that, what can customers do to keep their programs fresh, to keep hackers engaged long term?
I feel that for programs to keep hackers engaged for a long term, there are many ways. I can think of three different ways right now. Like the first way is to continuously add new assets into your program. So for example, you have 10 assets that you want to put into your bug bounty program. You don't need to put all 10 of them at the start. You can have like maybe 3 programs, then you provide more information about them, let people focus on them. Then maybe in the next quarter, you can add another 2 or 3 more. So by doing this, you can so-called help to not spread all your scope, as in like not all the assets out at the start. so that they can focus more on like different things. Otherwise, everyone will just focus on one of them that they think is interesting, and you don't get your program don't get as much reports. So that's one I can think of. Then second one, you can also fix bugs. This is very, very important. Very important. You want people to go work on your program, you have to fix your bugs. There are a lot of programs that I know of because I have been bug hunting for 8 years. So I know a lot of programs they have the access, they receive the report. They may or may not fix it, but they just disappear. So there's no reason for people to keep participating. I mean, like I also give people tips saying that if you submit a report and it was being marked as a duplicate of a report from last year, maybe you can stop testing this program. You will get everything that duplicate, as in everything as duplicate. So this is a tip. So I feel that if the program fix bugs, they can send a very clear message to the hackers to tell them that we care about security, we fix bugs. We want you to come back and verify the bug for us. And it makes sense for hackers because after hackers set up their environment, like all the tools to do the retest, it makes sense for them to test everything again. At least I do that. So I think this is very important. Fix the bugs. Then a third one is something that I don't see very often, which I have suggested to many programs as well, wherever I can, to have their own loyalty program. So the thing about gamification is that on HackerOne we have gamification. So when a hacker have valid reports, the hacker gain reputation points on the platform. So when they hit certain reputation milestone, they can get swags like a t-shirt or cap, wristband, that kind of things. Not very useful sometimes, but good to have. You see, good to have. It means that they care. So what can you do on the program level? I feel that on the program level, they can have like loyalty program. So maybe after the hacker submit like 5 valid bug report, you can give them a small bonus, or you can give them a swag. You give them one t-shirt, I think they will participate in your program actively. Not very expensive t-shirt. So I feel that it's this kind of gamification thing that can make someone participate. Like maybe if they have 10 valid reports, you can let them be a priority queue, be in a priority queue whereby you can review their reports directly instead of letting the platform analyst review it first, so that there is faster response time, that kind of things. So I think it's a two-way thing sometimes because there are too many programs for hackers to participate in. Hackers choose as well. Yeah.
Fantastic insights there. Thank you, Wimbin.
And that concludes my first public speaking in a security conference to an audience of this size. I hope the information I shared will help some bug bounty programs out there to become more attractive, so the programs can get more participants and more valid bug reports, while fellow bug hunters can enjoy more attractive programs to participate in. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have more suggestions to share, please add them in the comments. Have fun and keep hunting!